Good morning. It's time to buckle up, Buttercup, because it's time for your morning chat with Spirit. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Luca. I am a guide on the path of the sacred wild. If you want to know what that is, let me know. I mean, I think it's pretty obvious in the naming, but if you want the deeper meaning behind it, let me know and I'll talk about that. I'm Luca. I am psychic, and when I say I'm psychic, I'm not just one type of psychic. I am all of them. And all of them make you really fucking crazy, just to let you know. Like, I'm really seriously crazy. I'm nuts. But y'all like me, so obviously I must be your cup of tea. Tea. And when I say I am all types of psychic, I mean I'm all types of psychic. I have been able to communicate with spirits since literally my first memory, which was 2, and I'll talk about that more. It's a little more of an in-depth memory that I'm not going to cover. But I am going to discuss a lot of this on my live on Friday. Make sure you show up. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a blast. Not only that, but just to let y'all know, if you are interested in getting a reading done during my live broadcast on Friday, first of all, I need you to click the link for my live broadcast and sign up for a notification for it. And then, if you are interested in getting a reading, I need you to reach out to me. You can go ahead and reach out to me. You can go ahead and reach out to me through my DMs, or you can comment below on this video and I can send you a DM. I'm not going to arbitrarily reach out to anybody because it's not what I do. I'm not going to reach out to you for a reading. But if you want a reading on my live, leave a green heart down below. I'll contact you, or you can message me a green heart if you don't want to be public about it. And then I will happily do a reading for you. Just leave me a green heart. Now, I am limiting these spaces, so I'm only going to do 6. So there are 6 slots available. Now, there will also be a wait list if I have more time. There will also be a list to be able to replace somebody if that person isn't there when I get to their turn. Okay? So leave a green heart, message me a green heart. I will most likely post or let everybody know Friday morning if you got on the list or not. Okay? I will be guided by Spirit to read those. However, do not be afraid that you will not be able to get a reading while I'm live. The reason I'm limiting this to 6 people is because once you're in my live, I ask for tips before a reading. Now, these 6 slots are completely free. You don't need to tip me. Unless you want to. If you want to tip me because you feel like I did a good job, I appreciate that. So that's the first thing I'm covering this morning. And that was like 4 minutes. All right. So now it's time. We're about to get to the discussion of what Spirit actually wants to say this morning. Silence is deafening, but it's in silence that we see the truth. 444 on my timer. Silence is deafening, but in the silence we hear the truth. Your eyes are there for you to take in the beauty around you. Your body and your other senses are for communicating. What you see with your eyes isn't reality. It's what your brain wants you to perceive as reality. Every exchange, every motion, every walk is aligning you with those energies. If you're surrounding yourself with electronics all day, they are emitting a frequency that is not good for you. You need to get out. You need to get out. You need to take a walk. You need to get into nature because you need to align yourself with the natural vibrations of Gaia. The time for silence is over. Here's your opportunity. Because I am speaking to the souls who have passed and surpassed the awakening process. You are no longer awakening. You are awakened and you are ascending. And yes, there are many layers to your ascension. But I know. You know. See, I know you know. Knowing and acting and feeling are three different things. I often know things. I too know things. I know things, and it's up to me to accept them as truth. I have to accept it as truth before the confirmation. You have to accept it as truth before the confirmation. Took me a while to get that. Took me a real long frickin' time to get that. Most of you who have hit the part of your spiritual journey where this message is coming for you, you feel like you're in limbo. I'm also hearing purgatory. I'm hearing purgatory. Purgatory. Fiery purgatory. Whew. Catholic much? Oh my God, I hate Catholicism. No, I don't hate Catholicism. I don't hate Catholicism. I don't hate anything but the indoctrination of skillfully woven lies crafted by man who does not want to see the feminine divine come in because it's about power. Do you want to know why men suppress women? It's because women, all women, and if you know what I mean, you know what I mean. Women are women are women. Yeah, see I can't talk about the third gender right now. Well, I'm talking about women. And technically, I'm not talking about women. I'm talking about divine femininity. The divine feminine. Most biological females are born with the divine feminine. Most. Most biological men are born with the divine masculine. This is not what I was going to talk about today. I've got to put my headphones for this one. So just give me a second. I mean, I don't know why I'm acting like I can't edit this video. I can totally edit this video. And this video is going to be edited, you know, and probably cut up into a shit ton of tiny videos or audio files or who the fuck knows what else. All right. I'm doing it. We are talking about the sacred third gender. And I'm gonna get a lot of flack for this. Like, I know. Like, watch out. Like, the MAGA are gonna go crazy in this video. If they read this, if they see this video. I may not, you know, even have this line in there. Because, yeah, what the fuck ever. Anyways, let's keep going on, because we are talking about the divine gender, the third gender. And I am specifically talking to people who are transgender. And this is a very personal thing for me, because I am transgender as well. And walking along this path, I have come to realize that people who are transgender are divine. I'm not just divine in the way that all of humanity is divine. It is another level of divinity. You see, people who are transgender weren't born with one gender. You're probably like, what the fuck do you mean by that? So let's break it down. Remember how previously in the video I talked about the divine masculine and the divine feminine, and I talked about how most assigned female at birth and assigned male at birth people are born with either the divine feminine or the divine masculine. Okay? So, assigned female at birth, most are born with the divine feminine. Assigned male at birth, most are born with the divine masculine. And then they come to us. See, we're special. We're really fucking special when it comes to this path. Because we do not just embody the masculine or the feminine. We are both. We're rare souls that are born with both the divine masculine and the divine feminine. And you can find proof of this, not just through my words. Indigenous peoples have two-spirit. There are other cultures throughout history that talk about the true, deep divinity of those who embody both the masculine and feminine divine energies. Now, if you would like me, while going through my transgender journey, because that's a completely different journey than my spiritual journey, going through my transgender journey, I was on such an extreme of hyper-femininity because the divine masculine in me terrified me. Because I was raised in a normative Christian house, normative Catholic house, that when I did speak of my differences to my family, I was put in a conversion camp at 15. Oh, trust me. They didn't tell me it was a conversion camp. They didn't know. Oh, I'm pretty sure they knew it was a conversion camp. But I was at a kids' school. Charm classes. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's fun. That's fun. Also, imagine having gone through conversion camp and then forgetting. Imagine forgetting 75% of your life. Because that's how I was. Up until 2 years ago. When my path to ascension began. That was just the first path. See, the reason why gender and sexuality are so divisive is because by controlling people and keeping them in a binary life, binary coded life, black and white. Things are black and white. Things are male and female. There's no shades of gray. There's no color. You can't be different. You are what you are born. And we don't let you change. Because obviously your physical is the most important thing. Bruh. Which is complete and utter bullshit. But the reason that they want you to feel that way, the reason they want you to think that way, the reason they don't want you to be an accepting person, the reason they don't want you to actually be Christ-like, the reason they want you angry and mad and to suppress all these people is because they don't want you to awaken. They don't want you to change, because when you change, when you awaken, they lose power. They lose money. See, they know they're fucking evil. They know they're fucking evil. That's why their karma is coming for them. And trust me, their karma is coming. See, there are enough of us that have awakened. There are enough of us that are on the path to ascension that they can't stop us now. See, they have in the past. They have stopped us in the past, multiple times in the past. But the smart people, or who we consider the smart people, they don't want to release their power over you. And by hyper-focusing and hyper-fixating on people's color, gender and sexual orientation, religious orientation, they're able to keep humanity divided. Why do you think the nuclear home has been pushed so hard since the 1950s? That's where it all started to change. FDR got out of office and everybody was like, whoa, nope. The men who had money, the men who had power, FDR, John Kennedy, all of them, they had truth. They had truth. And they were trying so hard to make change, but they didn't let it. But the men in power didn't let it. What is going on is a culmination of years and years and years of planning. We are talking mass conspiratorial decades. Those families that are in charge of basically all of the corporations, you don't know who they are. They're not loud. They're in the shadows. They're the puppet masters. They're the ones pulling the strings. And so they can maintain their power and their flow of money. What do you think they're going to do? They're going to make sure we're divided amongst ourselves so we can't see that they're the ones that are doing the harm. So yeah, fucking eat the rich. Go for it. Well, no, hang on, wait. Metaphorically, eating the rich is perfectly okay. But let's remember, kids, the central nervous system, not good eats. Right? Just because you want to eat the rich, when I'm not against it, what I am against is prion disease. Just saying. I don't think it's really good for your spiritual path to eat a human. Just, controversial topics out there. They're a thing. Although I didn't think cannibalism would be a controversial topic these days. Yeah. So let's metaphorically eat the rich and subsume their wealth and punish them for the crimes that they have committed. Yeah, because they do need to suffer on earth. Like, they need to be punished here in the physical so they can truly learn their lesson. And then once they're punished here, don't worry, because they will be punished in the spiritual. Like, my spirit team is giggling with oh my God, my spirit team is in their villain era right now. Like, that's the best way I can describe it. Their giggling is like a villain's laughter. Kindness to your enemies is cruelty to yourself. Remember, kindness to your enemies is cruelty to yourself. And let's break that down for a minute. When you forgive and forgive and forgive and forgive and forgive, and those people keep going on and on and on and on and on, doing the same things over and over and over again, at some point, honey, you gotta draw the fucking line. And just figure out, nope, not for you, not anymore. You see, when we are kind to our enemies who are seeking to harm us, I mean, and when I speak of enemies, I am talking about people who are seeking to physically, spiritually, mentally, esoterically harm you. So, kindness to your enemies is cruelty to yourself. If you forgive them for harming you over and over and over again, if you're forgiving them for the lies over and over and over again, you are only harming yourself. Now you may be saying, Luca. I can't. I have nowhere to go. And this is going to be the hardest thing you've ever done. Emotionally distancing yourself from the people who have harmed you. Drawing that line in the sand and saying, yeah, I love you. Yeah. You bring me moments of joy and happiness. And yes, I forgive you. But I refuse to allow you to affect me anymore. 1, you're not worth it. 2, I'm divinely protected. Like, I have to rant. I'm gonna rant and kvetch. And this is just not for me. Like, this is something Spirit is telling me. Because there will be someone watching this video. How fucking stupid are you to send death magic after a fucking necromancer? Are you a moron? I think you're a moron. You don't fucking send death magic to a necromancer who uses death magic. That's just stupid. Like, that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Oh, I want the necromancer to die. Surprise, motherfucker. I already am dead. That's what I'm hearing. Surprise, motherfucker. I am. I am both dead and alive at the same time. Embrace death energy. And the worst part about it is you know that person's a fucking necromancer. Like, you have seen the proof that this person is a necromancer. And yet you were stupid enough to try to make a deal with Baron Samedi, of all people. Okay, first of all, if you are not African American or of Haitian descent and have not openly been invited to practice working with Baron Samedi, you done fucked up. See, I have a healthy fucking respect for all of Death's avatars. But there are certain demigods you don't fuck with if you are not a part of that culture, if you have not been openly invited by that culture. I have so much shit to say about hoodoo and voodoo. Oh my God, it is amazing. I have never officially been invited into that practice. I am in awe and respect of both hoodoo and voodoo. If you are not culturally aligned with a spiritual practice, and it is a closed spiritual practice, if you have not openly been invited to be initiated into that practice because you were seen by those practitioners' God mind consciousness, you do not practice that. And if you do, you're stupid. Yeah, I'm calling you stupid. Don't fucking mess with things you don't have permission to fuck with. And that includes sending a death spell at a necromancer. Don't send a death spell at a necromancer. They'll just eat it and use it. Be like, yes, thank you for the... They will be very kind. So, in response to those who have sent death magic your way as a necromancer, I have the perfect response to the person who sent it your way. You ready? Thanks for the food. I see. Necromancers are fun. I fucking love them. Probably because I am one. And necromancy gets a bad rap. I'm not a lich. I don't steal and eat souls. Although, to be honest, if somebody willing consented to me having their soul, because consent is important, and they wanted to gift me their soul for Amanominams, and were adamant about it, like, no, you need to have my soul, and my spirit team was like totally on par with it, like, if my spirit team was like, yeah, totally, you can eat a soul, my spirit team is never going to let me eat a soul. I mean, even I need to be kept in check sometimes. Oh my god, I desperately need to be kept in check sometimes. Do you realize I've been having this conversation and recording this video, this one clip, for 31 minutes now? I still have 2 other clips who are like 5 and 9 minutes long respectively, because I started recording it all on TikTok and then realized that, oh, confirmation burp, and then realized that I needed to record this way because it was going to be long. I knew it was going to be long. Knew it's going to be long, and I still have so much to share about. But Spirit is telling me I can take a break at this moment since I've been talking for almost a fucking hour. So I'm allowed to take a break. So I'm going to take a break. And I'll come back to you. But I'm going to talk about my live first. That's going to be the first thing that I post. So if you're seeing this part and I actually posted it, thanks for showing up. Thanks for listening to my unhinged rants, because I'm an unhinged creature and I'm okay with that. Goblin, gremlin, yes. Dragon, absolutely. Bye.